It's another remarkable run in the tournament, and Seabury Hall is ready to seize the moment and capture a second straight state title. However, they must survive a stampede of Hawaii Island Cowboys. Saddle up for a showdown in Manoa. Seabury Hall and Kohala for the Division II state title. All roads lead to Manoa, and Eureka! The sun is finally out. After a wet last couple of weekends, we are ready for the final four teams on the last day of the postseason. Inside Benko Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Come on in. Welcome to the 2026 Hawaii Army National Guard Division II Boys Basketball State Championship. It's MIL versus BIIF as Seabury Hall at 15-1 set to take on the undefeated Cowboys of Kohala. These two teams get here after semifinal victories over Damien for the Cowboys, the number one seed by 6. Seabury Hall took care of Pahoa after a relatively close second and third quarter. They win it by 23, and so for the second time in the last 3 seasons, these two teams tangle for the right to cut down the nets. Exciting times. Great to have you with us. My man, Coach Dean Shimamoto, and Jimmy Bender, the Hall of Famer Tom Yoshida, Felipe Ojastro. Comes down to this, right? And there's so much scoring prowess and power here on the floor with Sebastian Peterson here for the Spartans and Layden Kauka. Regardless of what happens, their legacies are getting remembered for a long time on their campuses.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. These are two of the best players in the state, and this is not just in D2 and D1. Anywhere, they are all state players and some of the best scoring options around.
It's going to be a phenomenal game here. Now the question is, who's going to step up with the supporting cast to help supplement it and maybe get a chance to get their fingerprints on the trophy? Jimmy Bender has a ringside seat. He talked to both coaches. Here he is with the New City Nissan Court Report.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And as we said in the pregame, both coaches have been watching each other throughout the season. They've been preparing for this. They are ready for tonight. And for Seabury Hall's Scott Prather, the main key is stopping Layden Kauka, a guy that he describes as a dual threat because not only does he score prolifically himself, but his attention that he draws creates opportunities for other players. Meanwhile, over on the Kohala side, Kihei Kapeli-Ella saying the main thing for him, obviously, is stopping Sebastian Peterson because this is a guy that can score a lot as well. But he said, Kihei, he wants the organized chaos, as he describes it, of Kohala basketball to create opportunities for them to score at will tonight. Guys, back to you.
When the season started, you just had a feeling that these two teams would meet again. They met in the Seabury Hall preseason tournament, a matchup won by Kohala. Can they get the 2026 sweep en route to maybe a 4th title here for the Cowboys? Or can the Spartans and Sebastian Peterson go back-to-back with the trophy? It's the Spartans and the Cowboys for the trophy here in Manoa. 5th meeting between these two programs with the second in the championship round. Remember, the last time they played the 2024 final, that game went to overtime in the Blaisdell, won by Kohala. Last year, met in the Final Four, won by Seabury Hall. En route to their first ever HHSAA championship. The fans kind of waited about 90 minutes outside the doors, and once they opened them, they flocked and ran to the lower bowl, all ready to go for number 1 and number 2. And for the Zippy starting lineups, here's Eli Kapu.
Aloha basketball fans, and welcome to Benko Arena at Stan Sheriff Center for the 2026 Hawaii Army National Guard Division II Boys Basketball State Championship. Today's game features the MIL champions and number 2 seed, the Seabury Hall Spartans, versus the BIIF champions and number 1 seed, the Kohala Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the starters. First for the Spartans. At forward, a junior, number 3, Asher Starr. At center, a sophomore, number 5, Reagan Aguas. At guard, a senior, number 10, Aiden Childers. At guard, a senior, number 13, Peter Rucksager. And at guard, a senior, number 15, Sebastian Peterson. Head coach for the Spartans, Scott Prather. And here are the starters for the Kohala Cowboys. At guard, a senior, number 3, Dylan Owandasan. At guard, a senior, number 4, Layden Kauka. At center, a senior, number 5, Estefan Morales. At guard, a freshman, number 11, Oni Emiliano. And at guard, a freshman, number 20, James Wong. Head coach for the Cowboys, Kihe Kapeli-Ela.
Eli Kapu, thank you so much. Blessing us with his voice here at Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. These teams have crossed paths before very early on in the preseason over at Seabury Hall. Double-digit victory here for Kohala, but these two teams really transformative over the course of the season. The trophy's on the line also. Each team's going to get an Impact Player plaque, courtesy of Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official trophy providers for Spectrum OC 16 Sports. For your special achievements, hit up Ryan. Mike's Engraving and Trophies, they are located in Aiea. All the legendary NCAA appearances here for the men's basketball team. With Nash's number is also retired up there. There's Chico Furtado in the house. Basketball junkie. Excited here for this one. Another Neighbor Island versus Neighbor Island affair here between these two programs for the Division II championship. It's exciting times here, and really, they have been completely different teams from when they played back in the preseason December.
Yeah, there's been emergence of different players for both of these squads, and they've all kind of refined what they do a little bit better. Just trying to find balance. I think you have that on both sides, just how dominant of scorers both Kauka and Sebastian Peterson are. They know that championships are built around teams, not just singular players. They're going to be incredible, but it's going to be that supporting cast that's going to maybe make this difference.
Pua Streka, Eo Tremondo also in the house. Tony Colazo, Greg Dunnigan, Jonathan Leong, our officials here today. The penultimate game of the playoffs. Off we go for the Division II championship. Here's the freshman, James Wong, one of a couple of freshmen that are in the starting lineup here for Kihe Kapeliela. Kohala shot nearly 50% from the field against Damien, but had their early struggles and some sloppy play. Kauka opens with a 3 and a miss. 4 tips around. It came up for a shot fit for Emiliano to break the seal.
The size advantage here is clearly to Seabury. You can see it in the lineups, how tall they are and long they are, but Kohala makes up for it with that scrappiness, the quickness to the ball, and they grab that first offensive rebound and get a finish.
Peterson, the lefty, can't stroke the 3. Offensive rebound collected there by Asher Starr. Peterson in traffic, diving on the floor. Peterson one more time, and it comes out to Wong.
Kohala's going to continue to look to run. Every time they get a turnover or a run out off a rebound, they're going.
Oh, great block inside after Wong had it deflected by Rudseger. Lead pass out in front of Starr, who tried to save it. It's a 50-50 ball that gets taken back. I feel like we're at Pontiac Park right now. Here comes James Wong on a pull-up. Rebound here for Asher Starr.
This is the pace that Kohala wants. They like to get up and down. They can really shoot it in the open floor. James Wong had a big night last night, 4 threes. So they'd love to see that. Love to see that pace.
Pearson threw it away. Here to Esteban Morales. Here comes Kauka. Aguas gets the defensive assignment. Team's going a little empty here early on. Kohala 1 of 5 from the field.
Going to take a little bit of an adjustment playing here in the Stan Sheriff Center. I think it's a great place to play. It's just not a place that's familiar to either of these teams.
0 for 2 here for Peterson. Triple try Rudseger. Missed that one. Here comes Kauka. Don't take that. Wong's open from the long line. A triple. Missed that shot. Rebound here for Rudseger.
Really got to think at this point that the lesson is, let's try to get to the basket. So the only basket that's been scored has been from 2 feet away. Everything has been a miss.
Yeah. Let's just unplug the shot clock. I mean, what at this point? 30-second timeout here for the Spartans.
Here's that first bucket. You see Kohala just popping and trying to deflect that ball around. Not going to grab it clean, but can poke it away from those long arms. And just on the receiving end, an easy finish.
For Scott Prather's group, got some good practices in over at Sacred Hearts Academy. Good friends with their athletic director. A great coach, too, by the way. Ryan Hogue. Scott Prather now in season number 14 in the UH Hilo Hall of Fame. 2012, he was an All-Pac West first-team selection during his collegiate days. He's a math teacher over at Seabury Hall. He says, you know, this is a much different group than what it was, obviously, a year ago with Romo Doherty and Kiahi Schustrand. They do have 6 seniors this year, but they have 6 new guys on this team. And on top of all that, they've had a bunch of injuries, so they had to find their depth, and they found it kind of early on through the MIL Division II season.
Yeah, it's going to take some time, right? Trying to figure out who's the guys, and then even losing some guys. But, you know, anytime you lose guys to injury, you have other guys step up and give them experience.
Childers gives it up here to Starr. Peterson, 7 to shoot. Aguasos is coming across the lane. It's taken down by Oni Emiliano.
So you see Kohala playing that man-to-man, face guarding Sebastian Peterson is Layden Kalka. So he's not only the best scorer, but he's going to take on the best defensive job of the night here against Peterson.
Emiliano to Kalka for a corner 3. Kalka knocks it home. It's his 43rd of the season.
So far in the state tournament, at Kaimuki, he's 0 for 9. So that's the first 3 he's hit in the entire state tournament. So happy to see a new venue here.
Bringing the key here on the Spartans, going to go the other way.
Running this action against the zone, you like to overload that side, shift the forward up, and give that guy in the corner, which happened to be Kalka, that clear look at the 3.
Kalka, 31 points yesterday against Damien. He was 15 of 16 at the line. He's got 3 of the 5 here for the future Vulcan. Kalka gave it up. There's Awanda-san. And the rebound here for Asher Starr. Starr was a 2-year start on the JV program. He still did nicely here in his junior season, averaging double figures at 10 a game. Luke Seger looking for the options now.
Kohala doing a pretty good job of moving that zone. That's what you want to do. You want to shift it, move it side to side, gap it a little bit, get to the middle, and then kick back out. And in order to beat it, you're going to have to knock down a couple of shots.
Now go inside, it's poked, and mishandled here by Aguas, and out of bounds.
You really can see how scrappy they are when the ball hits to that middle against that man-to-man. They're all digging down to the ball, trying to get a touch on it, and if you're not aware, that can happen. Go off your leg, out of bounds, turnover.
Kalka, great block there for Asher Starr, but it pops out to Wong. Short on a 3, Peterson collects the rebound. Loose on the floor again, Peterson in traffic, got through 4 Cowboys. The one-handed pass inside is good for the basket in Rutziger.
See that craftiness, that handle, getting through those 3 bodies, just never really got sped up. He was okay with it. Just tapped it to himself, found the right guy. Great composed play.
After those 31 points, it tied a record in Kohala history in state tournament games at Ocean Casimaro's 31. Straight on Morales. Got it. Esteban Morales, the transfer from Kealakehe, one of the hardest workers on this team, showing the range, just his 6th triple of the season.
He's normally the hard hat guy. He's the guy grabbing rebounds, getting tips, getting kickouts, playing great defense. This time knocks down a 3.
Here's one from Aguas off the side of the rim. And here comes Kalka. 3 for 11 shooting here are the Cowboys. Kalka behind the back and a quick whip. Awanda-san, extra pass inside for Emiliano.
So many guys capable of hitting shots. You get caught staring at the perimeter, looking from the outside, and there it is on the backside, bucket.
Foul here on Dylan Awanda-san, and finally some oxygen here for these players. Takes us to our first timeout. Pearson's been doing that all throughout the season. Right to Rutziger. And then Esteban Morales from the long line. Playing a little string music. Take all the great OC16 action, which are on the go with the Spectrum News app. All the latest local sports, news, and weather that matter most to you. Download it now, wherever you get your apps. Gonna have some sunshine in Manoa. How about all these Kohala Cowboys that came out here today, huh?
No, it's
great.
amazing. They travel so well, and so much support from this community. They do fundraisers every time they make the state tournament to help them with some of the travel costs, and the community comes out and supports hard.
Yeah, shout out to the Kohala community. OC16 appreciates you and everybody over there on the Big Island tuning in. Remember, a couple years ago, there was a blackout out there. There was a power outage, so they missed some of the game. And all good to go here in 2026. Seabury Hall trying to get something going. 1 for 5. Here's Peterson stepping back. It's a 3. In and out on the rebound for Morales.
Sebastian Peterson has to work so hard just to get a good opportunity. Great move there to step back. Clean look. Nearly got that one to go. But again, that's going to be every possession. Layden Calker will be there the entire game.
Oh, Calker went the other way. Perez a 3. The height there for Aguas. Try to get it. Leaks out here to Aiden Childers. Peterson, 2 on 3. Layden Calker told me at practice, whoever the other guy's best team is and best guy is, I want to guard that guy. And he's doing that here today.
Coach Capelliella often gives him a goal. He'll say a certain point total, and that's going to be Layden Calker's goal, to hold him under that number. I don't know what the number is tonight, but I'm sure there is one.
Calca. Oh, my goodness! Layden laying it out.
Not a lot of holes through this Seabury Hall defense, but Calca found a little gap. He went through 3 guys, and he's finishing on the backside with a foul against 6'4". Still gets it to go with the contact.
Calca at the line, 88%, best free throw shooter here in Division II. He's only missed 1 free throw all tournament. Now he's missed 2. 12-2. Here's Peterson. Into the game, here comes Nash Best. They're very high in Nash Best. The only freshman here in this group, 22 in the blue and the red. Best trying to help out from behind. That one swatted there by Wong. Aguas, tough shot. And a foul here. Great rebound for Asher Starr, going right at the cup. Got his wrist hacked on there by Tyrus Perez to pick up his first.
Not a bad decision by Tyrus Perez to just go up and get that foul. So no harm really here, because they get to take it out of bounds even though they do get the foul. So not shooting probably prevented an opportunity to offensive putback. So really good decision.
Coach Scott Prather said this season has been about a lot of guys finding new roles, you know. And when they lost to Kihei Charter, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because in Division II, and with respect to the other teams in the MIL, I mean, Seabury Hall is the gold standard, right? I mean, they've been crushing opponents, and so it was a good humbling moment when they lost to the Tiger Sharks. Off the miss there from Aguas. Here comes Calca. Pull up triple. Oh yeah.
You don't want him to get going. As we said, the first 2 nights in this state tournament, 0 for 9 from 3. And if he has that 3 ball going, you saw what he does when he gets to the rim. But with that 3 ball, is a whole nother problem.
Calca in transition was a ball boy for this program when they won the championship about a half dozen years ago. And now he's the guy that so many other young ballers on the north side of Hawaii Island looking up to. Just 2 points scored here in the period by the Spartans. Gonna go the other way. Aguas trying to clear space. He gets called for the foul.
Try to compare production to last night. Seabury went up against Kohala, and in that first quarter, Sebastian Peterson came out extremely aggressive. Had 14 points, 3 threes just in the first quarter alone, en route to that 38-point total. But he came out incredibly aggressive, so credit this defense here by Kohala and Layden Calca specifically, just picking up and face guarding, making it difficult for him every single time down.
Here's Wong, the whipper, the corner, the 3. That one is off. Here for Taviolo. About a second differential between the game and the shot clock. It's a short shot for Starr. Good effort to try and get the rebound. It's taken by Taviolo. This is a Kohala team at 6 for 16 shooting. The shot clock is off. And Kohala in firm control right now. Calca already with 8 points. Calca over 2 to a foul. Go to the line shooting 3.
Seabury Hall, they did this in their last matchup months ago. Try to send that early double. So you see that double coming off from the left side. Kohala attacked it to the right side, had another person pick him up, and through nearly the triple team, ends up drawing the foul on the three-point shot.
Kauko's father, Lawrence, is a legendary club coach. Remember, Kauko was at Utah Prep last season, right? Then their head coach, Justin Yamzan, was fired middle of the year. During that time, he was training, he was the #1 guy on the 2 squad, if that makes sense here, in that starting lineup. Then when they got the new head coach, plans had changed. Kauko said, you know, I'm not feeling the love that I felt once before here. Came back to the program at Kohala towards the end of last year. He said it was the greatest decision I ever made, because being away from my team taught me how much I missed my team, and that no matter what anyone throws at you, just find a way to make it work and try and persevere through it. And there he is. Hitting some free throws. Peterson, 1 to shoot. Peterson. The quarter comes to a close. It's one of the best defensive showcases that a team has had in a Division II final. Kohala holds Seabury Hall to just 2 points in the quarter, and Kohala up 16 on OC 16. Well, we got your Rainbow Wahine basketball coming your way here from Manoa, as Hawaii takes on CSUN. Goes down tomorrow. Check out the Game On crew. 5:30 as they count you down to tip-off. Kihei Kapeliela is the head coach of the Kohala Cowboys, now in his 7th season. And the 95 Kohala graduate. He grew up in Kohala. He said having this job has been such a blessing. They won a 5th consecutive BIF title this year. They knocked off Pahoa. By the way, shout out Pahoa. What a great tournament that they had, right? Knock it off Kaimuki in the opening round of the OA champs. Coming up short here against these Spartans. Kohala was a gold standard out there. In fact, they're undefeated. They beat the Division I teams in the BIIF. You get a foul away from the ball here. 9 seconds in. This one's going to go against James Wong.
Yeah, speaking about Pahoa, Konente might be leading the state tournament in points. I mean, he's been putting up 30s. I mean, amazing season, amazing state tournament run. Just putting everyone on notice that there's teams on the Big Island can really play.
Here's Peterson launching a 3. Off on the shot. Good rebound here for Asher Starr. There you go, big guy. Averaging 10 a game, the junior. One of 8 newcomers to the group. Trying to light the fire here.
Had that advantage in length, and they went to the offensive glass really hard after that shot.
Awanda-san. Kauka calling for it. Peterson on him. Spun away from Peterson for a pull-up. Twice off. Good rebound there for Asher Starr. Got a tip off of Karam.
Saw Seabury sending the immediate double. As soon as Kauka crossed half court, 2 guys were coming. As soon as he caught it in the post, 2 guys were coming.
Awanda-san ahead of the pack. Too strong. The presence of Peterson alone affected the shot.
Yeah, incredible pursuit by Peterson, forcing that miss.
Rukseger gave it up. Holyfield, there you go. 4 quick points here for the Spartans.
On their way into the paint. Again, you saw that double come extremely quickly as soon as Kauka crossed.
Kohala had a couple practices at Iolani School. They arrived here on a Tuesday night, the night before the tourney began. And here they are. On a drive and a kick, it's Royden at Tabiolo. Oh! Roy! Showing range.
Knocked down a big 3 last night. Doesn't have a lot of them on the season, but is that threat. Can guard big on the inside, but can also knock it down from range.
Number 9 of the season for him. 6 1/4 to go. There's Nash Best. Prodding, that one poked again. That's why they love Dylan Awanda-san. He spent 4 years on this varsity team. All of them has just been tenacious and tough defense. Gets the poke there.
You see Peterson from long range, with Seabury attacking that glass. Asher Starr on the inside getting the finish, and here with the swing. They're gonna get these opportunities. The shooters on the backside just gotta be shot ready. With 2 coming at Kauka, they're gonna see bodies.
Oh, Peterson had 2 Cowboys fly in the air, collide to each other. Holyfield no good. Rebound here for Esteban Morales. Kauka has scored the last 8 Kohala points. Gives it up. Triples off. Rebound here for Emiliano. Kauka. Rebound here for Best.
Good defensive possession by Seabury, forcing it out of the hands of Kauka. Forced a couple of misses.
And the Spartans take their second timeout here in their first half. Down to 3 remaining here for Scott Prather's group.
Scott Prather just kind of recognizing the run. They have a little bit of momentum, and he doesn't want it to lead to another turnover and a run out for Kohala, something easy. So when they can get back, they're doing a reasonable job. Got to get a hand up on all these shooters and hope for a miss. What you do need to understand, though, is the advantage goes to Kohala off of some of these long-range misses. As we said, long shots, long rebounds. And the guys that got caught inside, even though they have the size advantage, the quickness may be able to get to that long rebound a little better.
Seabury all coming off that 76-53 win over Kohala. They're 5 of 13 above the arc. Scott Prather, if you get to talk to him, you get to feel the love and the passion he has, not just for basketball, but developing young talent. He's done a great job with that. He's known Sebastian Peterson since he was in the 6th grade. And just to kind of see that transformation into leadership and maybe one of the best players in MIL history has been great. Kauka is guarding him right now, top of your screen. Slipped inside, it's a travel here for Rutseger. Again, it's the defense. Kohala's done a better job defensively, at least understand spacing here. They did not have that really a season ago. Coach K. Capellielli says, you know, yeah, we love offense. I'm an offensive guy. But I really feel like our DNA is more defense.
No, they play great defense. And he talked about, he said that term, right? He said organized chaos, and that's what they want. There was a little bit more chaos, and they tried to create more of that in past years with their defense picking up full court, get a fast pace. Now it's a little more organized.
Emiliano off target. Kauka, the putback, it's off. And here comes Peterson back the other way. MIL All-Star selection, All-Hawaii selection last year. Frias had a free up, give and go right back to Frias. Frias, 3. Oh, Kauka, watch out. And landing hard. Got undercutted. Alguas did a good job sportsmanship-wise to make sure that he was okay.
Oh, he just goes up so high. And anytime he lands, it's going to be something hard. Just got some bodies connected, got caught on the under half. Able to get his hands and his legs down first, so he didn't hit as hard on that hip. Man, he was way up there.
Yeah, and Kauka has had his share of injuries over the course of the last couple of years. And he kind of jokes about it, too. At practice, I asked him, hey, do you remember the X-Cast game that you and Jimmy had called, right?
Yeah.
And what happened that game? He's like, yeah, my shoulder. He kind of laughed it off, just like nothing seems to rattle him. And
no, I mean, it looked incredibly bad while we're watching it doing that game, and he went sliding hard into the wooden bleacher. His arm looked like it got caught underneath the bleacher as he flew into it, and it was a debate as to whether or not we were going to show the replay, because sometimes you don't want to show the ones that look really bad, and you're going, oh my goodness. And then he was playing the next night.
Yeah. I mean, he has really been such a pillar of kind of like focus, and like when he's on the floor, a lot of the players have said, you know, yeah, it just feels better, right? You have that security blanket that's on there, and T.A. Capellielli has said the same. Kauka helped lead the team to a 3rd-place finish last year. He's one of a couple of 4-year varsity guys with this program. Dylan Awanda-san, one of them as well. 4.5 remaining. Tough catch there for Emiliano. Emiliano, extra pass. Got time here. Here's the former Wave Rider. Inside. And into 2. Esteban Morales.
Morales just taking what he's given. And the first one was a 3. That one was that floater. He tried to pass it about 3 or 4 times and realized, hey, I'm the one that's open.
That screen, it's a pull-up pop. That's swirled out, though, here for Childers. And here comes Kauka. Halfway home here in the second. Morales got the pass off Emiliano. And travel. The call there, Tony Collazo. Those shuffling of the steps always gets you. Not this time, right? You gonna leave the freeway open? I'm taking this exit. An easy 2 for Esteban Morales. Rainbow Warrior Baseball. It begins tonight and also continue on Sunday as Hawaii will take on Gonzaga. Note the start time, 12:45 exclusively on Spectrum Sports. All the Kohala fans have expressed their appreciation and their love for these boys. Just 11 guys here on this team. They got here about an hour and a half before tip-off. But that man, Layden Kauka, said, you know, I love the vibe at UH Hilo, and the best part is my family gets to see me, right? And UH Hilo got a bunch of local guys on that squad, too, and so hope to make a run to the Pac-West Conference. HPU has been excellent, by the way, in the Pac-West this year, along with Chaminade. And a foul on the inside. This one will go, looks like against Morales.
Always great to have a homegrown kid there on your roster, and great for the fan base, great for the team, just great for the entire island and community.
There's Kaiko Frias, first year in the varsity team. And 6 juniors here on the team for this Spartan squad. Or this pass goes away. Good save there by Childers. Still time. Peterson has been nursing a shoulder injury all throughout the year. In fact, those two guys going up against each other, both of them had shoulder injuries this year. Peterson 9 to shoot. It's a 3. And the tip from Wong goes off of, oh wow, off of Frias.
They may talk about this one.
Scott Prather, a look of confusion maybe a little bit. This one was, oh my goodness, holy smokes. How did he miss that?
Woo. I think he was there on the bottom. He was asking for help, and I don't think anyone else saw it.
I'm with you, Scott, I'm with you. There's Morales, Kauka triple. This ball is taken by Rudsiger. Seabury Hall just 3 of 21 shooting from the field. Intercepted. Good hands there from Mwanda-san. Wong feeds Dylan. Oh, what a block and a chase down for Rudsiger.
Great pursuit by Rudsiger, but incredible defense by Mwanda-san. That's what he's out there for. One of the best defensive players here on this team. So quick, moves laterally. Ends up getting the deflection, the run out. Again, as you said, look at that tip, that touch, run out by James Wong. Perfect pass through by Wong. Look at that block by Rudsiger.
Wide receiver and defensive back for Seabury's 8-man football team. So Seabury was the co-champions of the MIL this year. He's one of 2 football players. And Coach Scott Prather here after this turnover says that, you know, I just love football guys' mentalities, right? Just the willingness to not give up. And it's case in point here for Rudsiger.
No, that was exactly it. Those second and third efforts, you have to make them in order to be successful.
Seabury down 17. 4 points in the quarter. Can it change? Rudsiger can't get it. Another great rebound here, leaping up. Asher Starr diving down the lane with Childers. Kept alive Starr, ripping at it, and he traveled. I love Asher Starr's toughness around the bucket. Playing some club tournaments and jam on it, and the confidence really turned up a whole lot this season, and you're sitting here at least on the defensive side.
Did a great job grabbing those rebounds, getting to the inside, but as soon as they hit the paint, Kohala just converges. You see all the players rallying to the ball, looking in some way to deflect it.
Morales. Someone's going to free up here. There are 2 guys on the wing. It's Wong for 3. They are now 4 for 14 shooting the 3 ball. Up ahead, Rudsiger. Nice finish at the net.
Excellent recognition there by Peterson in transition. They knew they were going to step up to him, which Kauka did rather than getting back. Just tossed it over the top, got it high. Got a finish for his team.
Split the double. Kauka to the hole. He drew contact. They go to the line. This is not the same Layden Kauka, obviously, than what we saw as a freshman a few years ago. All that Utah competition really helped. He played in the Classic last season. Here he is.
Yeah, look at that. He played with Utah Prep. Obviously got some opportunities, was on that second team, got some minutes with the older team, the travel team. But he's also playing that Clinton Parks team on the Puma circuit. And him playing that basketball up in the mainland just really slowed the game down for him. You can see how he's able to react a little bit quicker than everyone else, make those moves, see those windows, and just capitalize every time.
Walker knocks him down. 90 seconds here to go. 13 here for Kohala. Pearson got to get it across. He has 1 second. He just did. Star, baseline drive. This ball goes to the front. Kohala saves it off the tip of Morales, off the chest of Owandasan. And here comes the Cowboys. Here comes Emiliano. Now Wong. Kohala straight on three. The threes galore out here. More than half of the field goal attempts have been from distance. Off the window, Childers can't get it. Aguas no.
Seabury Hall's getting a few opportunities inside, but the bodies, the physicality, the extra deflections, extra touches by Kohala.
Continues. Kohala.
You know, that shot before that, he was running away from it. It felt so good coming off, and he missed it. And that time said, no, I'm not missing this one.
Try to turn it around again. Maybe out on a high note. Hit the locker room with some positivity. Wong defensively now. Peterson faking. Won't take that. 10 to shoot. It's in the corner. That's all for Childers. Inside it's Star, and he got hit on the wrist. And Asher Star working hard again. Got 13 rebounds already.
Yeah, just crashing the glass hard. And, you know, that's what his job is. The shot goes up, and sometimes he has that advantage in there and able to get it. This time draws the foul.
Asher Stark was really raw during his JV years, but he had a good motor. But they saw the potential in him, said Scott Prather. Wasn't quite ready to work on his game. Attitude, confidence really shot up this season. Put a lot of work in the summer. Got into the weight room. He's been a great rim protector. He's been making better decisions away from the ball, and here he is trying to cut into this lead. It rattles in and out. It comes out here to Emiliano. Kohala lets it go. And the half comes to a close. The defensive effort from Kohala has held Seabury Hall to the second lowest first half performance in Division II history. Just 8 points in the half, and Kohala up 20 in the Division II final. 28-8 as Kohala has a big lead here at the break in the Hawaii Army National Guard Division II State Championship. And who else? Layden Kohala doing Layden Kohala things. 16 points already here in the first half. Got 4 of 11 from the field.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're used to seeing from him. Knocking it down from three again. He hadn't hit any threes in the earlier rounds of the state tournament. Comes out here, knocks down 3 in the first half, and he's just been efficient this entire time. No turnovers for the entire team. But just finding ways, whether it's to the rim, in the mid-range, or even from three. Just so difficult to stop.
Seabury Hall had some decent looks, better than what it was in the second quarter than the first quarter here. How do they get back into this now?
Sebastian Peterson got to find a way to score. He's got to knock at least a couple of them down just to keep this defense a little bit more honest. And then those rebounds on the backside, they're doing a great job on the offensive glass. They're going to have to finish them and then cut down on their turnovers.
All right, just making sure they're there. Just making sure they're there. All right, halftime, 20-point lead here for Kohala. Maybe en route to another state championship. Can Seabury Hall climb back in it? We shall see. Back with more from Banco at SSC when you come back. Right through the drive-through for the Jack in the Box halftime stats. There you see the field goal percentage for both teams. If they can hit the 3-ball, which they have done well here for the Spartans, good things can happen.
Yeah, it's going to really matter, knocking down a couple outside shots and, you know, taking those second chances off of those offensive rebounds and turning them into second chance points. I mean, that's really going to make a difference because they're getting those opportunities on the inside even after the misses and have to convert a couple of those.
Seabury Hall will try and climb back into this as we continue on here on Championship Night. Remember this footage about 15 years from now. Baby on Spectrum OC 16.
It's the Big Island on top of Maui right now. Kohala 28-8 over Seabury Hall here at the Hawaii Army National Guard D2 State Championship for boys basketball. Speaking of the Hawaii Army National Guard. Sergeant First Class Billy Fa'oa is here with us. First off, talk about Hawaii Army National Guard and why you are so supportive of high school sports.
It's a good opportunity for us to kind of pitch what we have and what we have to offer as far as the benefits for the Guard. A lot of the people that we actually talk to are the high school kids. So not to say we don't talk to anybody else, but that's kind of like our level of introduction into life. So that's kind of why we're the partnership that we have with the Guard and the high school students. So.
And you guys are so involved in sports. You got a lot of events coming up sports-wise, right?
Yeah, sure. We have I have my pylon tournament coming up in March, and then we have a boys and girls basketball tournament that we do in April, and then a girls flag in May. So a lot of things coming up. Sir.
Awesome. And you can kind of speak on a personal level to the Hawaii Army National Guard in general, because your son Mason is going through basic and has gone through that. What's the update on Mason right now?
Yeah, so Mason right now, he finished his basic training, and then now he's in his advanced individual training, which is in Fort Lee, Virginia. So he's been good. Head is on the right path, so at least it's an introduction for him as well into whatever he wants to do in life. So
it's got to make you a proud papa.
It is. I'm very, very proud. So.
How do people get in touch with the Hawaii Army National Guard if they want to get involved?
Yeah, so we got our Instagram, HI_National Guard, or Facebook is the Hawaii Army National Guard. And then if not, just go to thenationalguard.com/HI, and you can reach out to any recruiter for that.
Billy, we appreciate everything you do and your involvement with high school sports. Felipe Dean, we'll send it back to you.
He's the referee in those Army National Guard pylon tournaments. That's no joke. It keeps getting bigger and better every single year. Shout out, Billy Fa'oa. All right, ready for trivia, buddy?
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. In the history of Division II, there are 3 schools that previously qualified for the tournament that are currently no longer in existence. Can you name the 3 schools? You have time to kind of let it marinate, as always.
No, I got 2.
I know you have 2. I know which 2 you're thinking of, too.
Oh, I need more time, but okay, I got 2.
For sure. All right, we'll do it a little later. All of you at home. Dean Shimamoto, by the way. And again, for the record, Dean doesn't see these questions at all. And it's the first time we're all seeing it together, so we're playing it at home like you. Except for 2 people who know the answers.
Always a little nervous about these questions.
Yeah. Sebastian Peterson in that group, too, right there, number 15. For Seabury Hall, 4 years in this varsity squad. His 38 points against Kohala, by the way, was most by any Spartan in HHSA tournament history. In fact, he owns the top 2. Bromo Dorn is below him, just a little bit more than 30 points. And again, Coach Scott Prather said, you know, he's known Sebastian Peterson 6th to 6th grade. Watched him really evolve the last few years. He was a skinny and slim build. And, you know, the first 3 years of Sebastian Peterson's career, it was make the right play guy. Now he had to evolve into being the guy. Got to go and got to get it. And he had so many heartfelt things to say about Sebastian Peterson. And to Kohala's credit here today, they have held him to going 0 for 7 here in the first half. James Wong begins here for the Cowboys. A pull up here for Owanda-san. Good rebound again here for Asher Starr. Asher Starr, shout out, 14 rebounds already.
Yeah, look at that length, and he's listed at 6'4", but I feel like he's grown since maybe they took that measurement. It really looks like about 6'6", standing here with those long arms.
A little foul here. He'll be on Emiliano. Tony Emiliano, the freshman, picks up the personal, part of the legendary Emiliano family. Our siblings and cousins kind of come through that Kohala program. And 4 for 26 to begin the game here for the Spartans. The foul from Emiliano, maybe? It was.
You just watch every one of Sebastian Peterson's catch. He never gets anything really wide open. The windows are really small, and they don't last very long.
And the quick flip up there from Starr. This ball goes out. Going to go the other way now. They're going to say Seabury Hall ball. I think Labs had the better angle of it. And immediately knew it.
Oh, that was pretty close. Might have caught a finger last.
I really think it's the right finger.
Yeah.
I really think it's the right ring finger or pinky on Morales. Peterson, tough one. Starr, short. Rebound there for Tabiolo.
Here's Starr again on the offensive glass. But Esteban and Tabiola have really done a good job. They're giving up some size, some length, but their physicality and their want to just get a touch on that ball, affect the rebound enough.
Oh, a takeaway there for Childers. Bounce pass intercepted by Owanda-san. He's been doing that all throughout the BIF season. Winners of the last 5 league titles. The Kohala Cowboys, and seeking a 3rd title in 4 years and a 4th overall title since 2020. Leaves it to Owanda-san.
That's the thing you don't realize about Leighton Kauka. He's such a great scorer. You don't realize how good of a passer he is, how great his vision is. But you understand, he's a right-hander. That was a left-handed, one-handed hook pass out to the corner on the money.
Oh, Starr, that's his money zone right there. Kind of 10 feet it in, got a nice little floater. He's been working that mid-range game. Nice shot there for the junior.
Yeah, nice job able to knock that one down. You really can see his game developing. He's one of those guys, just a junior, has the opportunity to really develop. You can see some rawness, but you can also see the growth.
Owanda-san right here to Kauka for 3. Rebound there for Aguas. Aguas in the middle again, but he traveled. We talked about Dylan Owanda-san averaging 10 a game here in the tournament. He didn't have any points, by the way, yesterday. He was 0 for 4 from the field in the semifinal round against Damien.
Yeah, an opening run came off with 20 points, so hit a whole bunch of threes, but these guys are so accepting of their roles, and if it's their time, if it's the shots that they can make and they can take, they're fine with it. So 0 one night, 20 the other, doesn't really matter to this team.
Morales is so open, shocked him. Wong a 3. Batted around, here comes Peterson. Lead pass, Rukseger, nice finish.
What I really like about that play is Peterson could have said, you know, it's a 3-on-1. I could push it all the way up the floor, but this opportunity is not going to be as good as if I make that pass. So hasn't scored a point yet. He's a prolific scorer, but still willing to give it up.
Wong inside, tough one, hit the bottom of the rim. And it comes out here to Asher Starr, who gets rebound number 15 here in this Division II state final. Peterson through contact. Santaviolo, that's already the 3rd foul here in the quarter for Kohala.
See Sebastian Peterson looking up, making the perfect pass. Rutsager gets the finish there on the break-in transition.
Perez is in here for James Wong. And there's the aforementioned Tyrus Perez. Linebacker and running back for the football team. The guy that could really deliver right to the basket. Morales. Back up to 20.
And Morales was receiving that like a wide receiver. You saw him look over that shoulder, catch that pass, get the finish.
Starr rattles that one down. Asher Starr averaging 10 in the tourney. Coming off 10 in that win over Paul Hole yesterday.
Another mid-range shot for Starr. Yeah, the more shots other guys hit, the more honest you have to keep this defense.
It's the first time, by the way, in the tournament that these two teams are playing on a 94-foot court. The previous 2 sites, Rick Kaimuki and Kalani, those are 84-feet courts. Great atmospheres in those two. It's a little different when you come inside Stan Sheriff Center, too.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to realize. You look at a court and you think they're all the same size. And yeah, in the NBA it is. But in other locations, there's a range of size, just like soccer, that the courts can be. So they range from 84 to 94. Most are 94, but there's others that are a little smaller.
Here's Peterson, guarded by Kauka. Peterson looking for his first points of the night. Stepping back for 3. A little long rebound there for Perez. It's 16 right now. Perez. Fabiolo across the lane. Taking it. Short. Rebound here for Starr. That's number 16 on the glass for him. Holyfield. And a timeout taken by Seabury. Well, if Seabury can get this thing down to single digits. Might be a mini win after the end of the quarter. Right now attacking's Morales. Gets points 6 and 7. And Asher Starr, 6 points, 16 rebounds in the state final so far. And so championship February ends up at the Blaisdell as we get ready for the state wrestling championships. We will see for the championship matches at 4 o'clock on February 28th. There you see Ronan Ihe in the stands. Both teams have already entered Bank Arena Stan Sheriff Center. There you see Tiki Akina Watson. We shall see if that ankle is okay. Nothing's going to, again, you're going to need the jaws of life to take Tiki out of this game. And they will take on the Puno Buff and Blue. Game 2 of our championship doubleheader here from Manoa. Well, the Spartans, pretty good shooting percentage here in the quarter. 4 for 7, 57%. Peterson, Starr was so open, comes right back to it, went to the glass, went right back to the rim, and Morales able to clean up the mess.
Seabury Hall winning this quarter 8-4. No points here for Kauka, still no points for Peterson, but finding other players and getting some production, especially out of Starr.
Taking a 3-0 on the side. Rebound here for Root Sager. Seabury Hall has won their last 6 matchups. They credit a lot of that Kihei Charter's success when they won to Kihei Charter. Those are the first points here of the game for Peterson.
Just let that Kohala defense fall asleep a little bit. Played it a little bit slow, then turned it up, turned the corner. Really nice finish there by Peterson. That's that lead to 14.
Off the drive, a travel. Yes, good call, Tony Colazzo. Well, this might light the fire here for Peterson. He's averaging nearly 28 in the tournament. Jackknifes his way out of the basket.
Yeah, you kind of just lulled him to sleep and then change the pace. That extra burst getting to all the way to the rim and then splits James Wong there on the help side. Seabury Hall just chipping away.
Peterson. Kauka fronts him. No breathing room. Now got him with the body. He uses his right leg to maybe displace him. Check it out. Spartan fans like it. Not so much that man.
Just his first foul. Thought he made the guess, so he sees the screen coming, jumps to that side.
Oh, good hesitation. Left it for Starr. It's taken by Kauka. Kauka 16 points here today. Kauka flying to the hole.
Pretty quiet through most of this quarter, and that's his first points really in transition. Hasn't been working extra hard to find it in the half court, letting his teammates do it, but when he gets out there, he has to take those.
Final minute of the third. There's Peterson. Still kind of weighing out his collegiate options. Here he is up for 3. And a air ball that goes out of bounds, and Peterson slow to get up and kind of limping a little bit and kind of wincing.
See Kauka in transition, just floating, hanging up and under, being so comfortable. He saw 2 bodies there, really didn't matter when he gets up to speed and can elevate.
Try that corner. Owanda-san. Morales the rebound. 5-second differential. More pressure on Kauka. Pulls up for 3. And a rebound for Starr. That's rebound 17 now here for Starr. Sliding inside, there's Nash Best. That one taken away by Owanda-san. The final 15 here in the third. And the Cowboys shooting 3 for 12 here in the quarter. It's 29% for the game. Kauka, kick, Wong. Got it! James Wong, the son of the great Aokai Wong, who played at Warner Pacific, UH Hilo. He's in the house. This will make Pops proud. Swirls down a triple to end the quarter. And Kohala, 3 down, 1 to go. For maybe a third title in 4 seasons. They lead by 19 as we head to the 4th in Manoa. So you see James Wong, he's a freshman. He's built as kind of like the future of this program. In the present, he's been great. Played a lot of great club ball here with this group. And his father, Alkai Wong, is a legendary player. There you see him right there in the gold hat. He says, you know, the one thing I try to teach my boys, you know, always play with humility and a sense of pride. He's done a great job kind of coaching up his two boys, 11-year-old Blake, who's also playing youth basketball. And James Wong gets his moment. He hits a three before the third quarter buzzer. Now the lead's 19 here, Coach.
No, that Wong family's special.
Yeah.
Blake can really go out and get a bucket. Alkai was a bucket himself. Maybe one of the best shooters here in Hawaii. And during a stretch, you know, incredible.
And shout out Mea Wong, the former Kameme Hawaii boys basketball coach. I know he's watching too. And there's like 7 total Wong kids. 6 siblings here for Alkai Wong. Taking in the sights and the sounds, and right now, work to be done here for the Spartans. A lot of contact there, no whistle on the tick there from Peterson. He comes out here to the aforementioned James Wong.
So Kauka's taking the assignment of guarding Peterson, face guarding him, taking on most of the on-ball action, but there's a lot of guys there helping on the backside, and that was the case on that last possession.
Wong a three. And the rebound there for Nash Best. This one hit the net, it leaks out, big collision, and a foul. It's on Morales. Kind of bowled his way through, trying to clear some space. It is on Morales.
See that long pass and the scramble for the ball here, and they're getting Morales with the push-off with that left hand.
Kohala fans just saw the replay on the big screen here at Benko. The Spartans are 0 for 15 from distance. And you hit a couple of them, it kind of changes the complexion of this game. Gets a little closer here because Kohala hasn't played well in the third quarter. Good bank shot there for Nash Best.
Yeah, you really feel like Halko kind of took a backseat, took the quarter off, and at least offensively. And you're going to start to see some production out of him, I'm sure, in the fourth.
Oh, man, James Wong.
James Wong really had a big night last night, and that Damien team was extremely tough. James Wong hitting 4 threes, knocking down 14 points, and it really took the pressure off of Kauka to score all the points. I mean, he had a ton himself, but just having another player out there knocking down shots really made a difference offensively.
Best again, freshman on the team, averaging 5 a game. Good job taking opponents off the dribble. Here he is defensively now. Kauka traveled. They love Nash Bass and kind of what his future looks like here for the program. And you're a freshman and you're a big stage. You know, a lot of your success is going to come with confidence. He's kind of oozing with it right now in these last 2 possessions.
Yeah, I mean, really looking like a young Sebastian Peterson with that lefty stroke. Sort of start, stop, the goal, able to knock down that bank, and then getting that jumper rising up with the left hand.
Seger, Star. Nice. Asher Star, 8 points, 17 rebounds.
Really having himself a game and picking up the offensive effort here in the second half, knocking down a couple jumpers, and even that drive to the soft floater.
Oh, and got the block on Wong. And a foul here. Luke Seger is kind of all over Tyrus Perez, and Perez is getting the stare down right now. He's all kind of fired up.
Okay, beautiful drive, takes that one dribble, elevates, pumps, gets the finish. Stars had a really nice game.
Here's Wong. Wong up top, triple. Can't get the bounce. It comes out here to Rukseger, and Peterson hits the accelerator. So looks here from Portland Community College and Chaminade University. Potentially play at the next level. It's 4 points here in the second half.
Cutting this lead to 13. Sebastian Peterson getting out in transition, able to get that finish. A lot of these shots by Kohala, a lot of these threes, with the exception of the one made by James Wong in the second half, have all been short.
Esteban Morales picks up the foul. Moving screen. Gonna go the other way.
Trying to free up Kauka, give him that opportunity to get a shot off. You can see it here, going to that left side. A little embellishment there by Sebastian Peterson.
And they already established that screen too. Here's Peterson. Off on the three, another rebound for Star. Here's a three for Rucksager, it's short. Peterson, no, Kauka, and wide opens Emiliano. Oh, he hit the bottom, and Kauka the putback. Timeout, Kohala.
Unfortunate for Seabury, just didn't have anyone else in pursuit, not expecting that miss. You see Sebastian Peterson getting out on the run after that missed three-point shot, and with that speed and ability to finish, that's a bucket. Emiliano just misses that one. Sometimes those easy ones are not the easiest ones to make, especially when you're alone. A good second effort there by Kauka to get the finish.
Kihei Kapeliala said the conditioning was a big part of this program. You know, they would run 8 suicides minimum each in under 30 seconds. Even the football players at a certain point were impressed with how hard they train on the basketball side. And Kapeliala, who just loves his family, he loves that Kohala community, which, by the way, I'm told has an amazing concession stand on their campus during those football games. And the two hottest things, biggest sellers, roast pork with gravy, and then the Dorito salad, which they actually gave to us.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I saw it sitting there.
We'll partake with some of that.
It's apparently
there.
a special dressing. This is not your average Dorito salad.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your average Dorito salad. That's right. Kapeliala. So, you know, when he took over the program, yeah, Kohala won some games here and there, but now if they cash in, they win a 4th title. I mean, that notoriety really shot up, and he said that he's had to turn down 4 different tournaments in the last few years because everyone's wanted him, and he said a huge mahalo out to Iolani for inviting him to the Iolani Classic because that was a huge experience for a school like Kohala, which, by the way, only has a couple of hundred in their student enrollment.
No, what you understand, the Iolani Classic, not too often in the first round does the local team beat the mainland team, and Kohala was one of them. They were able to get that win in the first round, advance to the winner's bracket, so incredible experience for that team, and as we said, it doesn't happen too often in the Iolani Classic.
Shot straight away there for Aguas, and the rebound for Morales. Esteban Morales, 7.6 boards here this championship night.
Real small, subtle thing there. Emiliano had a nice block out on Star. And you see how productive Star's been on the offensive glass. Already has 8. So that's the one guy you got to find as if he's a shooter. Every time the shot goes up, find Star.
Peterson got the screen to his right. Kauka hits. 22 for Layden Kauka.
That spot right there in the mid-range for Layden Kauka, I mean, might as well be a layup.
Long almost got the steal. Good take to the rim there for Rucksager. Couldn't finish it though. It's a Wanda-san and a whistle. Foul here on Rucksager. Kohala trying to close it out in the final 3.5. All right, we gave this to you at halftime, HHSA Tourney Trivia. In the history of Division II, there are 3 schools that previously qualified for the tournament. They're currently no longer in existence. Can you name them?
Yes, or no, I can't. But I think it's going to be St. Francis, Word of Life, and Maui Prep.
Answer. Academy of Pacific.
You know, I wasn't thinking of them in D2. I was thinking of them in D1. Nah, you're right.
There you go. And those years, by the way, that was the last time they qualified for the Division II tournament. So, there you go.
Now, see, now that one's going to bother me. Yeah. I know it.
You know what's so funny, everyone? We had a trivia question, and then I was working on my notes last night. It was like 11 at night, right? And you texted me about a trivia question that we had last night.
Yeah, it bothers me. I'm, you know, Iolani guy. I'm a test taker.
That's a credit to the level of preparation and to how passionate you care about a segment we only do 2 days out of the year. 3:10 here to go. We have one final trivia question, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to get this. I'm not lying.
Oh, man. Yeah. Built up those expectations.
Inside, here comes Ken O'Dwyer. That's the handle of it. O'Dwyer, 3-point per game this season. Scott Prather, very proud of this team's progress, he said. He grew up in Kohala. He played for Coach Bill Naylor. And Coach Naylor said, you know, Scotty was the best example of a player who demanded of himself really more than he had. There's only one Scotty P, and there'll never be another like him. He has kind of taken that and tried to pass it down to the players that he's coached over the last decade and a half. And two of the best maybe in Division II MIL history, right, with Bromo Dorn and Sebastian Peterson. Long gets fouled here with 2:41 to go. It's the third team foul on the Spartans.
Seabury Hall changing it up, going with this three-quarter court, half-court trap. Kind of a 1-2-1-1, 1-3-1 look. Kohala electing to just kind of run clock and move that ball around, make that zone move. But they got a new clock here after that foul, so ran off about 20 seconds previously and have the opportunity to run off a little bit more.
Great interception there for Peterson against Kauka. Draws the foul and the basket counts. Peterson the other way and a chance for three.
A mistake there by Kohala throwing it to the corner. Nobody went to the ball, so the long pass was read extremely well by Sebastian Peterson. When he gets out in transition and gets to that left side, so tough to stop him.
Bromo Dorn was kind of the Batman. Peterson was the Robin. It's been kind of an evolution between Robin to Batman this year, according to head coach Scott Prather. Peterson's been so excellent during his time. He says he's going to go down as maybe one of the best in MIL history. It's hard to argue against that. What he's done the last 4 years and a historic state title last year. Oh my goodness. There's a Wanda-san down. Good job there from O'Dwyer to make sure he's okay.
Kohala nearly running into that same problem. When it goes to that corner, somebody has to flash that middle spot just to shorten up the passes. Yeah, nearly a steal there, ends up with a foul. Opportunity to run off more clock for the Cowboys.
There's Long to Kauka. There's O'Dwyer to get the foul there. Now in the bonus. And so Kauka will go to the line with 22 points, 5 of 6 at the stripe. Kauka said this is the one that he really, really wanted for the community. He felt the heartbreak. He felt like he didn't do enough. It's not all on one guy, obviously, but he felt the heartbreak of losing it last season. He's like, you know, we had one goal, one mission, objective, and it's to win the Division II title.
No, he really came back with a vengeance, especially this season. You saw how they entered that Iolani Classic, and people were wondering, like, how good is this Kohala team? And again, it doesn't happen too often. They won that first game against the mainland team in the Iolani Classic and then performed extremely well through the rest of the winners bracket. But they're a team that legitimately could contend for the Division I title. Hard to imagine with this size, but they are such a good team, so well coached, and Leighton Kauka so good.
Peterson Long on the three. We got a foul here with a minute 51 to go. Both of these teams will have to do a little bit of patching up next season. It's hard to replace guys like Kauka and Peterson, as we mentioned. Kohala only has 7 seniors of their 11 guys. But the 2 freshmen that get the start here in Oni Emiliano and James Long, they'll kind of build around. Nash Best is at the line, 76% this season. Nash Best, yeah, he's hit a lot of kind of baby floaters and jumpers. He just finds a way to impact the game. He draws a lot of contact. In fact, a lot of his offensive production this year has been at the stripe. The 3rd most free throw attempts this year. Childers is back on. Saw Holyfield check in early for Scott Prather's group.
You can really see the promise there in Nash Best. I mean, he has a nice feel for the game. You can see that herky-jerky motion that is really so difficult to guard. That lefty stroke is there. He has a really bright future.
Long extra pass again, unselfish. It popped out here to Manantan. Can't get that. It goes out of bounds. Manantan, his work ethic is fun to watch when we see him in practice. Spent 3 years on this varsity team, all in that role player type of position. Jane loves playing defense. We're going to see a little bit of it here in the next 90 seconds. Peterson, doubled. Turnover. I don't know how he's been doing what he's been able to do. To credit to what Kohala's done, but that kid is just gassed and absolutely just leaving everything out there, trying to make something happen.
No, he really had stayed composed for the most of this game, even though he hasn't been able to find that scoring stroke, which has been so great over the course of this entire season, especially this state tournament. But stay composed. I mean, continuing to do what he can, still feeding it to his teammates.
Manantan can connect. Rebound there for Holyfield. 14-point game. Maybe cut into it. Twice off the 10 there for Childers. Seger, no, and Childers just couldn't get a grip on that. So Scott Prather has offensive weapons in, best in, star in. This was deflected by Jason Ramos Salvador. He got in there for the Cowboys, created the chaos. And Kauka, chance to add 2 more. And he's flirting with top 10 scoring performances in any round in the Division II tournament. Cameron Ng, by the way, had 38 for St. Francis in a quarterfinal matchup in 2018 in all of the rounds here. And Kauka gets points 25. So now he ties Elvin Leong out of Waialua in 1981. Wow, against University. And now he ties Obi Woods from Aiea against Farrington in 2008. So he's 3 away from tying the tourney record in a championship game in most points. Big hug here for Owanda-san as he checks out. And Kaimana Nakamura's in.
Kauka continuing to guard Sebastian Peterson. And I'm certain there was a number that Coach Capelliella gave him. And I'm sure he's well aware of what that is.
Nice shot. I can't wait to see Nash Best these next few years. 3 field goals, got 8 points now. 14-point game. Yeah, give it a Kauka. You can see it here, and there's a foul 32. All right, just for historical reference for all of you, 26 points is what Kauka is sitting on. Scott Hansen from Lahaina Luna against Kahuku back in '82, along with Cameron Ng, had the most points in a championship game. He's only missed 2 free throws the entire tournament. 10 of 11 here tonight for Kauka. He's 26 for 28 in the tournament. It's all muscle memory there. Kohala had that 1 goal, 1 objective, 1 chance. This was the one they really wanted after losing in the semifinal round of the Spartans last year. Peterson hoists a 3. Best. Yes. Oh, yeah, nice J there. Got 10 points here for Darth Best.
Oh, he has a lot of promise. You really like what he's able to do.
A timeout taken by Kohala.
We talk about the guys that were returning. So great performances here by Asher Starr. 18 rebounds, 8 points. So he'll be back. He's just a junior.
And they're going to likely sub out Kauka, and the fans will let him know it.
It's his final curtain call. And what a performance. Really cemented his legacy here tonight. What a career.
There's his father, Lawrence Kauka. One of the GOATs along the club circuit, the Shut D Club, the No Sense Play Club too. He was almost emotional talking to him at practice about his guys and all those Kaukas. Elite level character. The final 8 seconds will tick off the clock. They wanted this one. They're going to get this one. In 2026, it's Paniolo perfection for the Kohala Cowboys. State champions once again. from Sebastian Peterson. You know how bad he wanted to kind of drive this team. He had a phenomenal year for the Spartans. But here tonight, we saw the present and the future. Game's long, but it's Layden Kauka, 28 points and a championship game as Kohala reclaims the crown. It's happened for the 4th time in school history. Kohala reigns supreme in Division II. They win it by 14. They will hoist the trophy in a little bit. Here comes the Hawaii Honeydeers impact player for the Cowboys with Jimmy Bender.
Yeah, he told me before the game, I'll see you after the game to talk to you. Layden Kauka, 28 points for you tonight. Were you surprised at how dominant you guys were able to get out on top early in this game?
For me, I mean, I'm not really surprised. We've been coming out hot every game throughout the season, and I believe in my boys. They believe in me, and coming out to the game, I mean, we were just hungry. We wanted this win. We worked so hard every day at practice, and we worked all year round for this moment right here. So I mean, it means a lot.
Offensively, you came so close to tying the record in a state championship game. Talk about your offensive output tonight.
I didn't know it was 29. I think if I knew it was 29, I don't know, I probably would have gone and tried to break it. But I try to just keep that to myself. I mean, most importantly, we won. We won a state title, and that's what we was all after. So I mean, it means so much to me. But offensively, I mean, they get me the ball, and they trust me to make the right play. My coaches trust me to make the right play, and it's just up to me to make the right decision and read the defense.
We saw the sign in the crowd before the game that said mission accomplished. Even the fans had that much faith in you guys. Is this mission accomplished now?
Yes. In the BIF, they asked me, when can we celebrate? Well, I think that the job is done now, so I think we can go back and now celebrate.
I remember back in the day when you guys got your first one, Landon got an impact player. You've got 2 now. What is the legacy of the Kauka brothers here in Hawaii basketball?
I don't know. Shoot. Nah, I mean, it would have been so like great for me to play with both of my brothers. I mean, unfortunately, when I came up as a freshman, my oldest brother graduated, but it would have been a very surreal moment for just not me, but also my parents. They always wanted to see all 3 of us on the court at one time, and I mean, I know that would have meant a lot to them, but shoot, I don't know. Just having my brother having one and me having one, I mean, I guess we could both say that we're both impact players, so I mean, he has that on me too.
This is your last game on OC16. What does it mean to you when you get those opportunities to play for a statewide audience?
Just going out there and playing my hardest. You know, I know I have people that look up to me. You know, like I just try to put on for Kohala and represent this name across my chest as best I can. There's little kids in our town, you know, I just want to show them that anything's possible, and you know, maybe one day this moment right here can be for them. So I mean, they just got to put in the work and make it happen.
Well, these guys back here, what do you guys want to say about being champs?
Hey,
Champs, what do you want to say?
hey, this man the truth right here. He the truth. He the truth. He the truth, baby. He the truth right there.
Call him for real, because he's the truth. Congratulations, guys. Good job. They're the champs. Guys, back to you.
He's the truth, and no one had an answer to stop him all throughout this perfect season. 17-0. Layden laid it all on the line here. His final game in a Kohala uniform and put on a show. 28 points in the Division II championship game.
The multi-state tournament, he's been the guy attacking the basket, drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line. But today he was able to knock it down from 3, and when he has that going, that full array, he is so difficult to stop. Kind of backed it up, took his foot off the gas a little bit in the second half, but he knew it was there. Finished with the free throws, got the most important thing there was to him, which is that championship.
This is the one that they wanted, right? One team, one family. Kihei Kapeliela, that's a legend now. He has all 4 of the Kohala state titles. The trophy presentation moments away as we take a look at the Hawaii Honeydeers impact player for the Spartans. Sometimes you never was going to step up here, and today with a future star, Asher Star on the glass, 18 rebounds to go along with 8 points. Terrific performance here from the 11th grader.
Yeah, I mean, really dominant on the glass. There was a height advantage here for Seabury Hall, but he took full advantage of it. kept giving his team extra opportunities and chances for himself. Second half, you see what he's able to do offensively. Knock down a couple mid-range shots. You see him attack the basket. Just a junior, still coming back, so this star has a bright future.
It's always a tough one here if you're the Spartans. Gets the big hug from their administration. The staff here and Billy Fall at the Hawaii Army National Guard. You see Asher Star. Nobu Shing, part of this group too. You see Nobu Shing, who just gets his medal. He's in a hoodie. Nobu Shing couldn't play the rest of the year because of a skateboarding accident. Had a pretty bad head injury. He would have been the sixth man. There you see him in the foreground. He would have been the sixth man here for this group. He'll spend 4 years on the varsity team. The good news is he will come back and play next year. All signs are there. It's nice to see him here. And Scott Prather looking on. Elijah Gurley. And this is always a tough one. He felt the highs and the lows. And, you know, they're not going to take away, obviously, the state title they won last year. But I'll tell you what, you go 15-2 this year, it's pretty dang good here, Coach, too.
No, and they found their way back to this game again. And this has been a common thing for the Seabury Hall program. I mean, they were able to get that one last year, but you're talking about the top teams in Division II every year, and it's not easy to sustain that success. You've had Kohala here multiple times. You see Seabury here multiple times. I mean, incredible job by the coaching staff.
And awaiting the announcement of Sebastian Peterson. Poured his heart and his soul into this program. Excellent work here from the senior. Time now for the Taco Bell play of the game. Sebastian Peterson. And that stop, go right to the bucket. Just scoop into the hoop here for Peterson, who had 7 points. He was 3 of 16 from the field. He had 4 rebounds. Always find a way to affect the game. This is a very pretty lay-in.
Yeah, I mean, don't let this game fool you. A lot of people may have been seeing this team and seeing Sebastian Peterson for the first time, but there's a lot of those that happened on a lot of nights, and he's a very capable, incredibly good player, had an incredibly good career. I mean, he is still one of the best in the state.
Well, that's one of the best coaches in the state, too, here in Division II. Scott Prather, the Hall of Famer at UH Hilo, and Romo Dorn last year went to Rogers State University in Claremore, Oklahoma. Gahi Shoestrand's over at University of Colorado at Boulder. There you see the trophy. You know, but the 60 teams statewide, Division I, Division II, only 4 can play on the final day. And for the Spartans, academically one of the strongest in the state. They've won previous state championships in cross country, canoe paddling, track and field, boys volleyball. Got a few hundred on that campus at the high school level. This will be one to remember in the high school career of Sebastian Peterson. And now the introductions for the Kohala Cowboys. Coach, winning one is really hard. 2, some say it's kind of lucky. You win 4 in 6 years? That's amazing here. That's what this Kohala Cowboy team did for a school, according to DOE numbers, only has 233 students. It's 39th in the DOE enrollment in terms of student enrollment. They only have 75 seniors, a school of a couple of hundred. That's 4 state titles now.
No, that is elite status. 4 state championships, so difficult to do. And you talked about it earlier about so many teams during the preseason, giving them a call, trying to get them into their preseason tournament because they know they're the class of this division. And if you want to measure yourself, you measure yourself against the highest level. And this is what Kohala has been, not just for this year, but for years. I mean, an incredible program. It's not just about the Kaukas. I mean, there's been so many guys and so many other players on this team. I get to watch practice, and you can tell the quality of the team by what they do in practice, and they're sharp, they execute, and they run great stuff. I mean, they just do such a great job over there in Kohala.
Can't wait to see what James Long's future has in store. One of the best three-point shooters in the state. He had a 5 in the tournament, a 34 here for this season. There you see Jason Ramos Salvador. 2 more to go before they honor the future UH Hilo Vulcan. You see Ao Kai Wong. And here now he comes. Got a lot of hardware to put back in the trophy case at home, and for that man. Tell you what, I don't know what's in that Dorito salad. But this was a roast pork kind of night here for Kohala and everybody up north. The trophy typically goes to the coach and then to the players. See the official handoff. Well, go to Kauka first. Safe to say mission complete here for Kohala. Is now 4-1 in state finals. That's right, they did lose one. You have to go all the way back to 2007. They fell to McKinley by 27 in the 2007 state finals. Since then, they've been great. They beat the Spartans for the third time. This was the 5th overall meeting in the tournament between the two programs. I'll tell you what, Neighbor Island basketball, very, very good in the MIL and in the BIIF, and we're seeing it here on full display. And usually for these teams, next season begins tomorrow.
That's right. It never ends, or it feels like it doesn't. I mean, you can be happy about it tonight. And maybe they get a little bit longer because they have to still take that flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
So when they get back, they usually really do it up. Once they land, it's an incredible experience for the team and this entire community. So, I mean, I'm sure they're going to really enjoy this for a little more than a day.
Now, what is a cowboy pose here? You're going to put up the 4s, you're going to put up the 1s, you're going to show the medals. What is a pure north side of Hawaii Island pose looks like? And you know, he credits a lot of his assistants to the success, right? Reeve Casimir, who's a father of Ocean Casimir, who led this team to their first state title in 2020. The JV team, two of them got pulled up here.
No, I mean, they're such a great program. And you know what's really great about the coaches to the players? I mean, they carry themselves right with a ton of respect. They act right. They're great people. And no better great representation, not just a winning team, but really great kids and just doing it right.
Yeah. Kihei Kapeliala said, you know, living up to the expectations is part of the pressure of the job that he likes. He was trying to continue the tradition that was left from previous head coach Don Fernandez. Kihei's niece, by the way, celebrating her birthday soon, too. Carly Kapeliala. It's become a yearly tradition to wish her happy birthday. It's always around state tournament time. The bite of the medal, and the 4's up, and the 4's down. Kohala will stay, by the way, for the next game. They might go back to the hotel and then come back for the Division I championship because they will cut down the nets after the Division I title is over. And they're all looking at the fans right now. They're going to turn to them and show it to the people. Look at the people that came here. Look at all the black and gold that showed out. The whole town looked like showed up here in Manoa.
No, it's amazing. And they've been here from their first round game all the way till now. Just the support. I mean, incredible.
The winning head coach is with Jimmy.
Thanks a lot, guys. Kihei, 4 in 6 years. How much does this one compare to the previous 3?
It's tough. We had a lot of, I don't want to say pressure, but we did have a lot of pressure to, you know, complete this awesome season. We had one goal in mind from 95 days ago. We had that one goal. It's championship or, you know, or nothing. So yeah, we work hard. 95 days from day one to today.
You intentionally had Layden held to the end of the announcements, you know, when they're giving out the trophies. Why was it important for you to give him the final billing there?
He deserves it, you know. Not just because I'm his coach, but everybody can see. To me, he's the #1 player in the state. Doesn't matter Division I, Division II. You know, that guy, he's awesome. Everybody looks at his scoring. See what he did on defense today? Yeah, everybody saw that.
They were talking about how small your school is. You were telling me before the game, you only had 17 tryout for JV and Vars combined. Some schools have bigger rosters than that just for their Vars team alone. How do you make this happen year after year with such small numbers?
First, the most important thing is getting all, if we got 11, we got 11 this year. Just getting them all to buy into what we believe in, what our culture, you know, what we have in plan for them for the season. Having all 11, some they don't play every game, some do, but just having them all believe in our plan, you know, believe in our culture.
You can tell Kohala is kind of a small place because a Dorito salad is one of the top sellers at the concession stand. We haven't tried it yet. Walk us through this Dorito salad. What can we expect?
Secret sauce. But I guarantee you're gonna love it. Oh yeah. You didn't? I thought they made it for you in Felipe.
Not yet. We had a game going on.
We made some for you. You can enjoy it. Yeah.
Felipe has the bag right now. Can you tell us the secret in the sauce, or is it really secret?
It's the sauce is secret. Sauce is what makes it.
Next year, what do you think about this squad?
Right now, I'm just gonna enjoy this. Enjoy this with this team, with all the fans, and we'll see what happens.
You talked about the fans. Who do you want to shout out here tonight?
Just the whole community. The community, look at that. I want to just for the support all season. You know, if not for them, they made us feel like we were playing at home tonight. You know, thank the community, all my coaches, who's been right by my side all the way through, and all the boys. You know, put in the work every day, work hard, sweat, just put in the work with one goal.
Congratulations, Cowboy. You did it. Send it back to you guys.
A stampede. Here are the Cowboys. Saddled up, lassoed another title. All the emotion pouring out here. Getting a little choked up. And the one team, one family, one mission. It for sure is complete. And there you see what 3 months of hard work, sometimes longer, will equate to. He talked about the secret sauce. I don't know what the secret sauce. This is the secret sauce, by the way.
It's not Smart Water.
It's not Smart Water. Yeah. But this is. We got the pieces for the Dorito salad out here too. But the secret sauce for this program is really not a secret. It's just blue-collar work ethic here for the Cowboys, and yet again, they win their 4th state title now.
Yeah, you said everybody needed to buy in, and he got that buy-in. You see how well they played together, the effort, the energy, the consistent, just doing everything right.
Yeah.
And they've continued to do that the entire season. What an incredible job.
So they feast on a 4th title here. The secret sauce here for Kohala. Hey, boy. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah. We appreciate it. Yeah. All the best. All the best. We have it. We'll enjoy it. You're gonna make it? Oh, okay. We're gonna have a fun. You just said we're gonna make it. Okay. We got to get out of here then. Division I championships coming up next here on Spectrum OC 16. We're back in 20 minutes here. Congratulations, Kohala, state champions for the 4th time in school history. For Coach, Tom, Jimmy, our entire crew, Felipe Ojastro, the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Back on top, the Division II Mountain.